ihe niile banyere m na-emetụ Chukwu n'obi, echiche udo, ọganiru ka ọ na-echere m, ọ gaghị ekwe ka echiche ndị iro mezue. Amara Chineke ọ bara ụba n'ebe anyị nọ. Please. Hello, Abdul. Hello. Yes, we changed to a different background today to match the health channel. I know it's all over this place. It's not very, but just manage it like that. If people should manage it like that, I can see because of the way it's designed, it's flicking around, but never mind. The important thing is that you can see all the health. You can see that side green, that side yellow, the other side is red that we shouldn't have. The other side is, I think, blue. You can see that the green is more for our health. Excuse me, for our health. So the green side is more. That's the idea. Thank you so much for coming. It's perfect. Okay, thank you, my lovely mom. Hello, my dear. Good background. Okay, I've read that. Colon cancer starts in the colon or larger intestine. Yeah, you've been doing some lectures there already. You are ready for this discussion. I know it amazes me how interested you are. Oh my God, you've chatted a lot before I started. Let me start from the beginning then. Mommy, good evening. Good evening to you. Like Don, thank you. I know you always do. Happy Sunday to you. How is that? That is good. I prepared the topic to discuss it. Fantastic. But before we start, cancer is a disease that happens when some cells in our body start growing and dividing in a way that they shouldn't. Normally, cells grow and divide in a controlled way to help. Absolutely. Yes. When the cells in our body starts to grow and divide in a yes. And then when we start feeding those cells with what they shouldn't have, then cancer loves it, and cancer thrives in sugary environment. It likes sugar so much. Good. Thank you for that information. Our bodies stay healthy, but when someone has cancer, the cells grow out of control and can form lumps or spread to other parts of the body. Absolutely. Leukemia in the blood. Yeah, leukemia is one of the worst ones because when you have, blood goes around your body, and to have leukemia, which is the blood that goes around your body, that one is a very serious cancer. Lots of people I know that had leukemia passed away eventually. Lung cancer starts in the lung, often linked to smoking. Yes, often linked to smoking, but I've known loads of people that never smoked and they still have lung cancer. Breast cancer starts in the breast, absolutely. In the skin, often caused by too much sun. Again, too much sun, but sometimes it's not even that. Cancer is a very bizarre type of condition that sometimes you don't even know what to do for the best. You don't even know what to do to avoid this cancer. Let me just share myself out. Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for everything you have done. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I was here from 2 hours. Really, I didn't even notice the time you wrote them. Yeah, wow. Let me see. Let me go back and see when you wrote those. You're really, really prepared. I love your enthusiasm. Yes, 3:15. 3:15. Yeah, you've been here since. You wrote those a while ago. Wow. It's good. Something you have passion for. You can just show your zeal and your passion for health. I can just see that. Wow. That's very good. That's very good. While we're waiting for more people to join before we start, I'll just be singing as I do. Thank you so much, Abdul. I really appreciate. Thank you, Lord. And health is a priority. Yes, that's why it saddens me when people don't take their health seriously. It really saddens me. And the thing is, by the time they know it, it will be too late. And they can be helped. But when you talk to them, when they still have their health, and whether young or old, because as we say, it's no longer about whether you're young or whether you're old. Anybody can develop any kind of sickness, especially cancer. So whether you're young, whether you're old, the earlier you start looking after yourself, the better. Yeah. I will sing of the mercies of the Lord. Forever I will sing. I will sing. I will sing of the goodness of the Lord. Forever I will sing of the goodness of the Lord. With my mouth will I make known thy faithfulness to all generations. I will sing of the mercies of the Lord. Forever I will sing of the mercies of the Lord. Oh, why Kathy is here. Kathy, you're welcome. Good evening from here. Yes, it's also good evening from UK. We have exactly the same time as Nigeria now. By end of this month, last Sunday of this month of October, you are going to be 1 hour ahead of us because the clock will go back last Sunday of this October. But for now, we are the same time as you in Nigeria. You're very welcome. How is Luna? How is your lovely husband? How are you? I hope you're doing great and looking after yourself very well. Good, good, good. Because today we're going to share some things and we must not be worried about developing anything or getting checked for anything if we have any symptoms. Some people say, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want them to diagnose something. I'm like, hello, you have to check things out. If you have any if you have any condition, let me tell you my own. Recently, I don't know whether you've noticed, each time I come to live stream, not just live stream, each time I go to places where I talk, my job, I talk to people on the phone. After talking to them, then I start writing the report. So I talk to them on the phone and I have to always have water beside me because sometimes when I talk and then I'll start cough, cough, cough. It has happened to me on this live stream as well. And I don't know the reason. And I'm like, all the time. And even when I cough out anything, it's clear it's not groggy, there's no blood in it, there's nothing. And I feel good and I look after myself very, very well. My health is my priority. Honestly, I can go with this top I have on here. If I tell you how long I've had this top, so I just recycle. If you look at my video, if you go down to my videos years ago, you see me on this top. I don't care. I use my money for what is important. I'm not here for showcase or show business. I can make do with little or nothing once it's clean. Because once things are clean, fine. When I'll have issue with anybody is if they're not clean or people stink. I can't deal. But once it's clean, it doesn't matter how many you have, how many pieces of clothing you have. Use that money instead to look after your health. That's my own. Everybody have got their own priorities, but that's mine. Oh, Laurentia is here. Laurentia, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming. I was telling Kathy earlier on that we are the same time as Nigeria now. We have been the same time as Nigeria since March this year. End of this month, we're going to be taking the clock back. So you will be 1 hour ahead of us. So when I do that live stream will still be 4 p.m., whether we go back or forward. But what it means is that from November, my live streams for you will be 5 p.m. And for us, it will still be the same 4 p.m. But from first Sunday in November, you see my live stream 4 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming. I really, really appreciate you all. Ihe niile banyere m na-emetụ Chukwu n'obi, echiche udo, ọganiru ka ọ na-echere m, ọ gaghị ekwe ka echiche ndị iro mezue. Amara Chineke ọbara ụba n'ebe anyị nọ, ihe niile banyere m na-emetụ Chukwu n'obi, echiche udo, ọganiru ka ọ na-echere m, ọ gaghị ekwe ka echiche ndị iro mezue. Amara Chineke ọbara ụba n'ebe anyị nọ. Amara Chineke ọbara ụba n'ebe anyị nọ, ihe niile gbasara anyị na-emetụ Chukwu anyị n'obi, echiche udo, ọganiru ka ọ na-echere anyị, ọ gaghị ekwe ka echiche ndị iro mezue. Amara Chineke ọbara ụba n'ebe anyị nọ. There's a reason why I'm extra joyful today, but that will be shared at the right time. But today, when you see me a bit excited more than usual, there's a particular reason for that. How would everyone go like, hey, something like that. Anyway, so in case you wonder, yes, I'm extra happy today. On the fullness of time, you all will know why. But for now, just join me to be thanking God. Just be thanking God for me. Don't just thank God. Just the buga with me, with God. Yes, that's why I'm so happy today. The fullness of time, you all will know. You all will know why. And those of you who are very close to me, I may tell you, before the time. But for now, let us just dance the go. Yenile bayerem nemetu Chukwu n'obi, echiche udo, ọganiru ka ọ na-echere m, ọ gaghị ekwe ka echiche ndị iro mezue. Amara Chineke ọbara ụba n'ebe m nọ, ihe niile banyere m na-emetụ Chukwu n'obi, echiche udo, ọganiru ka ọ na-echere anyị, ọ gaghị ekwe ka echiche ndị iro mezue. Amara Chineke ọbara ụba n'ebe anyị nọ. Abdul, sorry, you won't understand what I'm singing, but you can tell from my moves. We are grateful God. Oh, you see, he didn't even understand the language, but he knew I was praising God. Abdul, you're too much. we are going to adopt you into a Nigerian home. That's where you belong, honestly. So even though he's a Muslim, he respects our faith just as we respect theirs. And he knew that whatever I'm doing, that I'm singing, that I'm happy. And he said, we are grateful, God. Absolutely, absolutely. And we are grateful, Lord. Yes, Kathy said the same as well. You win the prize from Ifechi. Yes, Kathy won the prize. I haven't given her her prize yet. You know, her channel is not monetized. What I wanted to do was going to be a super chat, but Kathy, it's not huge, it's like super chat money. But if you want it in your bank account, let me know. And I'll send it. I'll do the equivalent because you are not monetized yet. Yeah. So she won the prize, yes. And as Abdul said, I'm going to do one for Health Channel. I'm going to do one for Health Channel. Please hold on. Hold on. I think Daddy put the heater on and it's really hot. Let me see if I can turn it down. Just be chatting with each other. I'm coming. 1 minute. Man, if you go for anything, the heater on for. Heater. I like it. Guys. Deal. I'm not heater. You know, the weather has changed. So between me and Daddy, that's what happens here. Sometimes he's feeling hot. Sorry, he's feeling, I'm never hot. Sometimes he's feeling cold and I'm feeling hot because for some reason, at my age, I'm still going through menopause symptoms. How is Daddy? Daddy is great. He's fine. He's fine. By God's grace, all of you will see him in December. Not far. You know, our wedding anniversary is always December, isn't it? So last year, he was very down. He couldn't join us. But this year, even if it's for 10 minutes, he will come and say, because I tell him that all of you ask about him. So he's going to join us by the grace of God. My live stream in December, which might be the last live stream for the year, we're going to celebrate God's goodness together. Yes, he's doing fine. Thank you for always asking about him, all of you. And I do tell him that you all ask about him. You know, I will win this time on health. Yeah, I'll think of something. I'll think of something and to ask on one of my health videos, and whoever gets it first, just like Kathy did, will win something. I can't wait to see Daddy at the wedding anniversary in December. Yes, he will come out. He will, because even everything I'm doing, he's the one like this setup today. Because he said to me, "Oh, you're doing the live stream on the Health Channel today." I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, let me see if I can design a background that will show things to do with health, so that when people are listening to you, they can see all the things they should be eating. You see where the green, you can see how big green is. That's what we should all be aiming for. That side of yellow, a little bit. The other bit, I don't know whether you can see that side of blue or something. And that red, see that red one there. I don't know whether you can see. See that red one there. You know, that's red, and there's something else. Anyway, but the green is what we should be aiming for. A lot of the greens, that things on the green side, a lot of that's what you should be aiming for your health. So he said, okay, let me design something to do with health as the background. So when you're talking, people can have in mind the type of food, because we're very health conscious. That's why what happened last year taught me that it's not about what you do, but what you do helps a lot, because the doctors were so amazed how he recovered. In fact, the doctors their mouths were open, how serious things were, and how he recovered. They're like, we've never seen anything like this on a 70-year-old recovery like this. So it can only be one, God, and two, we are very health conscious. Daddy was going to the gym almost every day before that incident. So that goes to show you that no matter what you do, we are human beings, things may still happen. But the difference is how you recover. So we're not into this. Yes, we love God. We are children of God. We talk about God all the time. At the same time, we're not just living ourselves and say, oh, God won't allow this to happen. No, we're not that kind of couple. We do our own. We do the possible and we leave the impossible with God. As I always say, let us always do the possible and then leave the impossible with God. Let us not be the people that will be saying, oh, God forbid, it's not my portion, and we're not doing anything. That is not good. But people, they don't listen the instructions and they eat from this KFC and cafeteria. And I have to share about it. Yeah, they do. I mean, once in a while, I mean, there's a shot I have. When all our family members came last weekend, we went to our normal beef eater and we all had meal together. You see the meals, even for me, I had chips, French fries that day. But maybe I may not have it again until sometime next year. It depends. So when we have get together like this, I just eat what I want to eat. I want to enjoy my life. For example, this KFC, if they come next time and they say, oh, do you know what? I want us all to go to KFC today. I'll join them and I will enjoy the KFC. What is not good then is having it all the time. I can go and enjoy KFC and I may not go back there for 1 year or for another few months unless something happens and somebody say, oh, let's go to, for example, we went to Nando's. We eat out quite a bit. But the problem is, after you've eaten out, what do you now do after? Do you continue like that? Do you go out and eat out all the time? Yeah. Lorenzo, even a KFC, what is healthy about KFC? Yeah. I don't think of anything that is healthy about KFC because KFC, as the name sounds, is Kentucky Fried Chicken, Laurentia. But there are some places, I understand what you're saying. There are some places like that beef eater that we normally go to. There are healthy choices there. But when I go there, I'm like, no, I know I'm very intentional at home. I do my healthy choices at home. So when we go out for a meal, I go out of my way and I enjoy their beef because their beef is grass-fed beef. It's so yummy. I enjoy it. I enjoy the French fry and whatever else I want to. But they have healthy options. But for KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's what it's called. There's nothing healthy about KFC for people who have it all the time. However, as I said before, if you have to have it once in a while, that's perfectly okay. We don't want to live our life as miserable living because we want to keep healthy. No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in some of these people. You go out with them, even though they are much slimmer than everybody in the group. You see them picking leaves of salad. I don't things like that. I don't like making people feel bad when I go out with them, especially if there are some of them that are bigger than myself or unhealthier. I try to, people know me, people who know us very well know that we're into healthy eating. When we visit them in their homes, some of them will say, oh my God, we didn't know what to prepare. So I just prepared some chicken and salad and this. I said, no, don't do that next time. Next time, if we're coming to your house, whatever you eat, prepare it for us. We will eat it. That we are health conscious does not mean that when we come to your house, we'll start putting you in an uncomfortable position. No, we do that in our house. If I go out, if you see me eating out, you will know that I'm health conscious because I don't want to be like that. And because it can affect my mental health by being very conscious of what I eat every minute. No. That's a bit going to extreme. That's extreme. I don't like that. I prefer people to enjoy their life, but not to overindulge. Local kitchen is there for the ones here in Nigeria. It's not good. Exactly, not eating it at all time. Yeah. Yes. So Kentucky Fried Chicken, there's nothing healthy about it because they fry this in deep fry oil. In fact, when you bring out their chicken with those coatings, if you bring them out, you can see that it's loaded with oil, and oil is bad news. We don't use oil in this house. People ask me, how do you make your stew then? I make my stew without oil and it comes out perfect. I make my jollof rice without oil and it comes out perfect. Instead, we use a little bit of butter, not margarine, grass-fed. We have the shop where we use here. We have grass-fed butter. I use a little bit of butter to do my red pepper and then my jollof rice. And it tastes my children, each time they come, they're coming for jollof rice. They say they don't like it anywhere else and they prefer mine. So I must be doing it right. So we don't need oil. I have oil in this house. Maybe 2 liters of oil might be there for the next 6 months or 1 year because I only use oil when I feel that, you know what, I have pap. I want to have akara. You see? So I'm not living that kind of life where, oh, I won't have akara because it's fried. So I have oil here for only when I want to do akara or puff puff. Some of our children like puff puff. And again, me that learned how to do this puff puff, I run away from things like this. I learned how to do this puff puff thing not long ago. But still, they love mine. My children are something else. They are men now, but still, they still prefer their mom's food. But the good thing is that they can all cook, and their wives are so happy. Some of them always say to me, "Oh, mom, the way you train so and so, the way you train, like they do this, they do that in the kitchen. That's how they're trained." That's why in some of my videos, in fact, I had just recorded a video talking about preparing women for marriage. Yeah, that video will come up. You're a wife material. Don't you know that you're a girl? You get married tomorrow. How about the boys? Who is preparing them? How about those of us who had only sons? If we did not prepare them for marriage, will their wives be happy with them today? Would they be writing me to say, "Oh, I'm so grateful. I thank God how you trained your son. I do this." I get that compliment from them. And that is what I want. Not the other way around. Not them coming to tell their wives, "Oh, you didn't cook anything. You didn't do this." No. What are we doing today? What are we cooking today? And they're there together. Sometimes my son, one of my sons, because he loves cooking more than the others, he will say to him, "Just don't worry. There's something I know. I know how to make stew." I remember when I was at uni, I used to call my mom and mom, because they learn these things at home. But when he was at uni, lives on his own, he forgot how to make stew. So we have to start making stew over the phone. He will call me. He said that he made it and it didn't look anything near to mine. I said, "Okay, so what did you do?" I have patience with them. I said, "What did you do?" He said, "I did." I said, "No. When you finish grinding, try and do as if you're cooking it first. Cook your sauce, the tomatoes and the red pepper. Cook it until it's a bit dry. Then start frying with onions and this." And we're doing it over the phone. And he said, it came out perfect. Now he has perfected in making stew. He said, "Boy." So who actually prepares boy for marriage? Wife material. How about husband material? I have that video is coming. And I'm going to do such videos because a lot of marriages are in trouble because of this kind of upbringing. Oh, ladies do this, ladies do that. How about men? Marriages are breaking down. Anyway, we're not into marriage today. You know me now. When I go into one, I start going there. We're into Health Channel today. Tell Mommy Fechi, we are talking about health today. When you have two babies that you love so much, one is health, one is family. When you love two babies so much, you don't know which one to pick. Look at me on a Health Channel talking about family. But please pardon me. You know my passion. When I start with one, I get carried away. Yeah. So, but I hope you understand. Let me read comments, and I'll sing one more song. Then we pray and we'll go into the topic. Right. I'm so proud of you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you so much. Did a good job. Kathy says, "Yeah, thank you." No, I'm not those ones who say, "Oh, thank God." Oh, no. You did a good job, Mom. Yes, Kathy, thank you. By the grace of God, I did. Now people say, "No, it's not me, or it's God." Is it God that came and taught them how to cook a stew? Is it God that came and taught them that when you finish, you have to wash after yourself? When you say something to people, say, "Oh, it's God." Oh, no, it's not God. Take your compliment so that more will come. Yes, Captain, I did a good job. Thank you. I'll be cooking dinner. I'm in the background. Oh, Abdul is cooking dinner. See? Fantastic. That's good to hear. Yes. No, Abdul is very 17 or going on to 18-year-old boy, and he is really, really, impressive. I must say, for his age. Yes. Exactly. And Laurentia, it's me. Oh. Can't you say you did a good job, Mom? I say, no, it's not me. Thank God. It's me. It's me, my dear Laurentia. Yes. Let's take our flowers. Yes, take my flowers. Thank you. Yes. So when I see, because I don't like saying what I don't do. Where I failed, I've always said it. Where I failed in raising up my boys or sons, so that I didn't teach them to speak Igbo. I failed. I say I would have said we, but you see that now. How many times does it's me? It's me that will talk. It's me that will do this. It's me that will do that. It's me that they will come to, and or they will go to them. Then they will say, "What did your mom say? What did mom say?" Make sure that mom said this, and then we'll talk about it, and then we agree on things. So our children know they don't go to me for anything or go to dad for anything. We have to be both of us. What did mom say? What did dad say? We have to be saying the same thing always. So I failed in that one. Yes. So let me take that. Let me take that shame. You can't even speak to them in Igbo when Oyibo are around for them to understand. The only thing they hear is beer. Mature. That one, when they were growing up, they said, we can never forget that one, Mom. Mechano, the way they say it, Mechano. So they understand that one. Beer, Keda, Hage, Mechano. They say, how can we forget that one? You always say that. Oh God, Pueba. They also remember that one. Say, how can we forget Mechano and Pueba? Because when you're angry, you say Pueba. So they know that one. So that's good. Daddy is a very good father too. Oh yes, yes, he is. He is. And without his support, I wouldn't even be where I am. Again, it's in one of the videos I'm bringing up, where they're talking about what was that video about? Anyway, I talked about how he supported me to, because I did my nursing and midwifery in Nigeria before I came over here, and how he supported me to go higher and higher to reach where I am. Today, he's retired. So there's only one salary, my salary. So if we are that kind of couple that are doing 50-50, so how is 50-50 going to come? When he wasn't able to walk and unwell, and then we are that kind of couple that do 50-50, what's going to happen? I know a couple that do this thing. You are the one for this. You are the one for that. When the man was very unwell, his worry was that he wants to get better so he can go to work. He's not a young man. That's sad. Again, I'm digressing. Let us sing one more song and pray, and then we can go into this topic of today. Let me see. I'll probably sing the first and the last verse of my song. Right. Who knows my song? You may get something as well. This is just a throw out giveaway. Now, I'm going to sing the first and last verse of my song. Which one is my song? If you have been an OG on this channel, you know my song. Come on, who is going to type my song first? And the person will get something. Something small, but something. What is my song that I'm about to sing now? I'm going to sing the first and the last verse of my song. Who can tell me my song? Can you type it if you remember? If not, okay. My gift goes back to me, and I'll start singing the song in the next 1 minute. If you know my song, type it there. Otherwise, I'll start singing it and nobody wins anything. You see, you just have throw in giveaway, small giveaway. I'm back. Okay, you're back. That's fine. We're about to sing one song. My song. I'll sing the first and the last verse, and we pray and we start. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. That one is one I like that, but there's a particular song. I've always said it that anytime I pass away, my children even knows, daddy knows. If I pass away and they sing that song and I don't wake up, then I'm really gone. I'm really gone. I've said it before, and I think it's from time to time. Okay, mommy, forget that one of language. It's not a ticket to anywhere. Okay. Hey, you make me feel better now. Okay, it's not Ibuchimo. No, Ibuchikwa Nyadima. Ibu Alpha na Omega mo. Onye mbụ na onye ikpeazụ. Mmalite na gogo. Yakanji Nasi Ibuchimo. Yes, it's one of my good ones, but this one is an English one. So if you can't remember it, let me just sing it. So you know my song now, because you never know when we do our anniversary in December, I may throw up something like this and this. So now remember, I'm giving you the next 30 seconds. If you don't know my song, it's in English, then I'm going to sing it. Nobody wins anything, but it will still come up in future channel, and this is my channel, my song. So where did she come from? Is this an OG? See, an OG on my channel is here, and it's not a YouTuber. You have to tell me who to give your gift. You people see an OG now, See an OG now. Oh Lord, my God, when I know someone there, consider all thy work thy hand hath made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy path throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come, we shout of acclamation. That's the last one. And take me home, while joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Let me sing the third one as well. And when I think that Christ his son not sparing, sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sins. The OG, remember this? She's been in the background. As soon as she saw that nobody remembers my song, she came out to break the table. Thank you. That's my song. And I take it, Laurentia or Kathy or Abner, nobody will forget this my song again, because it will come up again in a giveaway. So, who do you want the gift to be given to? How did I forget? Yeah, I'm sure that I was surprised. Like, I know that you're an OG here, that you would remember, but I sing a lot of songs. That's another one that is very dear to my heart. I think before, not even Ibuchim, another one, another English one that is very dear to me that I love as well. After How Great Thou Art, the next one is Great is Thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning within. Now change it not thy compassion, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, God, unto thee. Yes, that's another one I love. But Thou Great Thou Art is my song. Anytime I'm gone, when I'm 120 years, and they sing it and I don't get up, they should just go and bury me and know that I'm gone. You should give it to me. Okay, I should give it to Laurentia. Okay, I will. Laurentia, I'll chat you up to tell you what it is. I'm still haven't given Kathy the one she won for my other this, and I'll do that tonight. Okay. Let's pray. Our gracious Father and our Lord, we thank you. Thank you for a day like this. We thank you. We thank you. Sometimes we only thank you when we are happy, or we only grateful to you when we are happy and something good happening in our lives. But when there are challenges, sometimes we are complaining. We are asking God, why? Why me? Why me? But you said that in every situation that we should give you thanks, that we should pray without ceasing, and in everything that we should give thanks. Because we know that sometimes you allow things to happen in our lives to teach us something. So, Father, we thank you. Whatever situation we find ourselves today, in our families, as an individual, Father, we thank you. Whatever it is, Lord, that you allowed in our lives, you're going to make a way. You're going to make it possible for us to wriggle out of that situation. But we have to be patient. We have to give you time. We have to be steadfast. We have to look unto you. So, Father, we thank you. Today we are talking about our health. Health is wealth. We cannot live our health and be spending money on things that are not relevant. And those things we're spending money on, without looking after our health, are we going to be alive to enjoy those things? We have to ask ourselves questions when we do certain things. This thing I'm hurrying, I'm doing, and neglecting my health, will I actually be alive to enjoy it? Will I actually be well to enjoy it? It's a very important question. So today, as we have a general chat about our health, about what we consume, about the lifestyle we indulge, how it's affecting us generally, let us have an open mind and let us learn from each other, because we learn every day. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everybody present on this live stream today. We pray that you be with each and every one of us and our family members, those who are here already with me, those who are going to join us, those who are going to replay the live stream. I pray, Lord, that everybody will be blessed and everybody will benefit from what we're going to discuss today. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. I'll be in the background. That's fine. Thank you. Stop saying when you are gone. You keep repeating it. Why not? Why not? Oh, Laurentia, you wear it at my live stream on Friday. I know you work on Friday. Of course. You work on Friday, so you were here. AA was here. Abdul was here. In fact, Kathy was here. Quite a number of people from our family, were there on Friday when we talked about writing a will. Laurentia, oh, maybe you don't. I'm not afraid of passing away. Although, even though I know I'm going to live until 120 years, but I'm not afraid of passing away, and I'm not afraid of talking about it. Oh, no. You say what I should stop saying that. That's the mentality. Ebu Naija Mama was there. She was saying that people don't want to talk about it because they are afraid that if they talk about writing a will, they'll pass away. And then I think AA said, oh, it's an emotional thing to talk about will. And I'm like, what is emotional about it? If we actually know what life is all about, then talking about passing away is nothing. It doesn't mean that when you say you're going to pass away, because as I'm saying it, it's the same mouth I'm saying that I'm going to live for 120 years. Well, I said 100 before. It was AA that added the 20 years for me, and I claim it. I've seen people who are in their 100 plus here walking around and doing their own thing. So, no. So, when till that is an emotional thing, yeah. No. Why would I wait until then? I have to be prepared. You know, he said that we have to always live each day as if it's the last. Because if we don't do that, then that's when there'll be regrets. That's when people, our loved ones, will regret, and things we should tell them or they should know about us, we keep hiding them because we don't want to mention about passing away. Because I should wait until then. Nigerians and our mentality, and it's not peculiar to one person. Everybody, most Nigerians are like that. They don't like talking about death. I don't know why. Okay, for the sake of you lots that feel that it's emotional thing, I'll stop talking about that. We are here, Gidiwa. Nothing will happen. That's the one you want to hear, isn't it, Loresha? Okay. From now on. But I can't promise myself I will say it next time. Because anything can happen at any time. You know, I think it's even more so since last year. What my eyes saw last year, I said, God, is that how? Is that how? So that's why it's nothing to me anymore, because I didn't know that something would have just easily happened like that. So since then I said, life is nothing. Larisha, okay, let's leave it. Can you start the topic? Abdul is in a hurry. Don't even want, in this channel that we chat and laugh and then do things, and then it's not that serious. We're going to talk about the health, but it's not that serious. I know that Abdul has something to share, so he's in a hurry for us to start this topic. Mommy, can you start the topic? Because he told me that he's prepared this, he's prepared that, because of cancer, skin cancer, because of cancer of that one and the other one. It's not that deep, Abdul. We talk about it, but we also, we're also going to go into the discussion. But let me just get Laurentia at ease. Let me get her at ease by not talking about. Yes, okay. We're not going to talk about that again. And Laurentia, any other time I come to this channel and I talk about that, remind me, Mommy Fechi, you said you were not going to talk about this again. But in my head, I still know that I'm prepared. I'm preparing myself for any time because of the way life is. And we should, even the Bible says it, we have to be ever ready. We have to be ever ready. Abdul must have prepared something. Oh, yes, he has, though. He told me that he has. Oh, before he came on this live stream an hour before I started, and he chatted things. He even explained what cancer is. Or if you scroll up, you see on his chart, he explained, what cancer is. He told us what causes skin cancer, what causes lung cancer, what causes colon cancer, and so on. If you scroll up, you see that he's well prepared. So, I say Musisi. So, Abdul, I'm going to start. Once I start, I will give you the chance to come and offload that information you have for us. I'm going to give you time to come and upload once I start, okay? But in my life too, I like to make it jovial. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. When you make it like that, people feel at home as well. I thought as much, yes. Yeah. So it's not that deep. We are here to share health information with smiles and with love, and for people to understand that life is not that serious. In as much as I talk about health, I'm not that kind of person that make people uncomfortable. Oh, you're eating that. Oh my God. But unless it's something you eat today, you eat it tomorrow, you eat it the next day, you eat it the next day, and it becomes your way of life. For example, Indomie. Somebody's eating Indomie 7 days a week. Somebody's eating Indomie even 3 times a week. To me, it's too much. But if you decide to eat Indomie maybe once in a while, once in a week, once in a month, and you box it up with vegetable, hey, that's fine. I'm not that kind of health talk person that will look down on everything anybody eats or does. But if you are doing it repeatedly, my only concern is that, oh, this person is damaging their health slowly. That's the only concern I have more than anything. I just have that concern. Oh my God, I can see this on this person's channel every time they're talking about eating rice. It's either rice with ofaku or rice with stew, with loads of oil in the stew, or rice with something else. And the next time it's rice with something else. Then it worries me that this person is eating rice too much. Rice is carb and it's not good for us. That's the thing. But if you like, let's say we went out to eat and you see all the things in front of me, I ate them because I know that the next day or going forward, I'm going to go back to my plan. I have a plan. I do a lot of intermittent fasting, and my body is used to intermittent fasting. I have an eating window. I don't eat anything until 2 p.m. I have my coffee in the morning with coconut, organic coconut oil in the coffee. I don't put any cream. And that holds me until my eating window opens at 2 p.m. And between 2 and 6 p.m., that's my eating window. And I'll eat sensibly within that window. And then until the next day at 2 p.m. And what I'm saying is that my body is so used to it that even when I wake up and once I have that my coffee, it's like, you've had your breakfast, come on, get on with your work. That's what my body feels, but that's what I've trained my body to do. I do that only Monday to Friday though. Saturday and Sunday, because Saturday is our swallow day. We swallow once a week. So Saturday is our swallow day. In the morning, it depends if I feel like if it's the day I want to make akara or whatever, we'll have it in the morning. And then later in the evening, around 4 p.m., we have our swallow. And that's it for the day. So Saturday and Sunday, I don't do intermittent fasting. But from tomorrow is Monday, I've eaten for today. After this live stream, I made suya. Actually, I made suya because as last thought this year, he loves my suya as well. My children love my cooking, and I'm just happy that they can cook themselves because if not, their wives will be like, "Hey, we can't please these ones because it's always what I cook is the best for them." So I'm making suya this evening. I've marinated it. I've put the suya spice and I've let it waiting. I'm going to use the air fryer to make the suya, and I'm going to cut red onions, and we eat it with it when I finish this live stream. And that's it for today. And that's me until 2 p.m. tomorrow when my eating window opens. So I'm doing this for my health. I'm not asking another person to do it for me, but I share what I do with people for them to know that you can actually survive. Or what I don't joke with is water or my thing. See this. I have, can you see? This is about 2 mugs of water in it. And in a day, I have about 4 of this, at least 4 of this a day, at least. And we have about two mug that you use for coffee. It has 2 of it there. So that's what I do. I make sure either I'm having green tea or water, I'm always hydrated. But when it comes to main food, it's not a problem for me. Yeah. What did Cathy say? Because send the suya. In fact, I'm going to, hey, now that you said I'm going to do shots. I'll do a shot for my own suya recipe. All you're going to see is the suya. I'm not going to show you how I prepped it because I prepped it last night, marinated it, and put the things I want to put on it and the suya spice, and I let it to sit there in the juice of the spices. So this evening, I'll just put it in the air fryer. So the outcome, I'm going to do a shot and put on my health video, isn't it? That's how you do a shot, isn't it? So I keep forgetting shots. There are various things I do. I can easily do a shot and put out there. It's smoothie. It's smoothie to drink. I'll be on your WhatsApp for a healthy food plan. Yes, Please, if you can, I do that a lot with my siblings back in Nigeria. One of them in particular, every time she'll come back to me. Can you write that again? I said, I wrote it to you the other time, sis. And she will be but one of them is so good. She even does the planting our things in her own back garden. Is smoothie good to drink? It depends on what you have in the smoothie. We have started the health talk. We have started. So, Musisi, why do I keep saying Musisi? Abdul, I'm going to drop the link shortly. We have started the health talk as it is. Because today we're talking about cancer. Some of these things we're discussing now are things we can be doing to keep cancer at bay. Cancer loves sugar. That's why when I see all these people taking sugar, what are you as an adult still putting sugar in your tea for? You people drink in Nigeria, you drink Milo, you drink Nido, you drink Milo, Nido. They are loaded with sugar. And people are still putting sugar and they call it tea. Those things are not called tea. Tea is tea. Green tea is tea. But Nigeria, okay, people call it tea. That's fine. But when you put Milo and you put Nido and you put whatever else, all those things people will get in the sachets and pour. Can you pause and read the labels? You'll be amazed. You'll be shocked at what you're putting into those cups and call it tea. You'll be amazed. You wonder why there's increase of various things, cancer. I heard news yesterday. The other day, Rolansia talked about somebody. The other day, somebody talked about somebody. That all in their one was 29, one was 43, and so on. What's going on? It's the long time accumulation of horrible things that we eat, especially things loaded in sugar. All this Milo and Nido you use, they are loaded with sugar. And you still see people adding another spoon of sugar in their so-called tea. And people are using dry milk. The dry milk you use are not the Nido, but another dry milk in sachet. Can you read and see the content, the sugar content? Or do they not have ingredients at the back? If you're using any of those sachets and at the back, there's no list of ingredients, please stop using them because you don't know what is in it. But if there are, they should, by law, they should have lists. They call it ingredients or additives or whatever at the back of anything you're using. Please don't be in a hurry. When Daddy and I go to shop, we're not in a hurry. We stand there. People will be thinking, who are these people? And I'll tell him, bring that one. And he'll bring the one. So what's the content on that one? He'll tell me. What's the content in that one? He'll tell me, we'll choose that one. That's how we do our shopping. Obviously, wearing like this when our children were much younger. I have to be honest. But at that time, you go to shop. Children are waiting. They want to go for football. That one is going for this practice. That one, and you are there standing to look for what? You just collect whatever you need to collect and run home and feed them. But now we're taking our time. And thank God that our children, adult children, are also, not all of them, but most of them are taking their time now to look at what they eat. And because we are always on their case. If I'm like, you don't do this, you do that, even though they're men now, you still have to use style. When they get past certain age, you have to use style to talk to them, or you go collect, or even though they are well behaved, you go collect in a subtle way. So you have to respect. When they get to a certain age, you know that you can now talk like adults. If not, you go collect well. You collect in a subtle way, and you'll be like, "No, be you cause him. No, be you cause the problem. Why did you talk like that?" I'm not a Gary person. Okay, let me read the comments first. Okay, Abdul, sorry, I didn't understand your question. Smoothie, it depends on what you have in it. I do have smoothie from time to time, but my smoothie is mainly green smoothie. Kale. Kale is a very good vegetable. I don't know whether you people have kale in Nigeria. Kale is very good vegetable, but I find it too strong. I can't eat it any other way apart from smoothie. The only way I can eat kale is very, very healthy green vegetable. I use it for smoothie. So if I call it green smoothie. So I put kale, I put a bit of spinach, I put some cucumber, and then I put ginger and garlic. And I blend. And to sweeten it a little bit, I put some strawberries. I used to before to sweeten it, put banana, but banana is not a good fruit to have. Especially the banana we have here, I don't know how it is. It's too sweet. So I instead of using banana to make it a little bit sweeter, I use strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. Oh, all the berries are fantastic. They are very low in whatever. All the berries are good. So I use berries to um, sweeten it, and that changes that green smoothie to semi-green because the strawberry is red. So it can either be I call it green smoothie. Anyway, I only put the berries to sweeten it a little bit. So yes, Abdul, it depends on the smoothie. So smoothie is good. Sometimes I add whey protein. Protein. The protein that sports people use to bulk their muscles. Sometimes I add a little. That it has some sort of. I add a little bit of this protein in my smoothies and I drink. And that's a meal. To me, that smoothie is a meal. What I don't have is juice. I don't do juicing. When people will come and say that I'm juicing, that you juice orange, you juice apple, you juice that, and you throw the chaff away. I never juice. I do smoothie. So I want everything. If I want to put do apple smoothie with apple, yes, you can even use green apple in the smoothie, in the kale, because apple is a bit sweet as well. So I can do that. So I do smoothie a lot. But what I don't do is juice, because to me, juice is chaff. You remove all the fiber, you throw it away, you juice it out, and you throw the fiber. Fiber is what you actually need more than those juice. So that's personal interest or personal preference. But to me, I do smoothies. I never do juice because I like to have everything, all the fibers, everything. I want them to get inside me. Yeah, so that's that. We don't use sugar in my house. Fantastic. Like online, I go chop this suya. Yeah, so wait for it on my wait for it on my shorts on my health channel. That's where they're going to chop this suya. Okay, yeah, what's up? Very healthy food plan. Yeah, no problem. When I say it, my sister will say, but we don't have this in Nigeria. We don't have. I said there's alternative. There's something. You don't have to be exactly what I'm talking about, like this kale. I don't know whether you have kale in Nigeria, but there are other green vegetables. I know they're expensive. But if you train yourself to only eat twice, and let me not say once, only eat twice a day, then you'll be able to afford some things and eat sensibly and cut down on, instead of buying very expensive hair, have cheap one like the one I have on. I don't bother about what I have on. Once it's decent, once it's clean, once it's, I'm not into fashion too much, but I like to look decent though. Yes. You have kale, fantastic. Kale is a very good vegetable. Honestly, if you have kale smoothie, it's like you've had very balanced meal when you add other things that I just mentioned to it, especially ginger. It cleanses your inside. I think it's expensive, yeah. But you don't need a lot. A handful of kale, handful of spinach, then some ginger, some other fruits, but not banana. If you have berries, strawberries, add them there. Make it a smoothie and drink. Very good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that you don't have sugar in your house. It's very, very rare to hear people say that they don't have sugar in their house. That's good. That's good. And I'm Ekelegi. I told you that you are now not just Nigerian, but Igbo boy. That's what you are. I use sugar only for Gary. Okay. Well, how about honey? Sometimes I love to drink Gary. Sometimes I just, I want to drink Gary with granite. Gary and granite. And I use honey instead of sugar. We don't have sugar in the house anyway, but we have honey. And the honey we have, very expensive honey. They call it Doctor Organic honey. And 500 grams of that honey It's about 80 pounds, 80 pounds. But most of the time they do buy one, get one free. So I now get one for 80 pounds. That's 40 pounds each. Still expensive, but it will last you for months. Yes, a very organic, very it's called Dr. Organic. It's very, very good. Manuka honey, yes, Manuka honey, a very expensive brand, but yeah, I use that for my gari. When I'm really, I want to drink gari with granite, I do that. Yeah. We have here, Renda. Okay. Right. Let me drop the link. So what, and if you don't like sugar like Laurentia, Kathy, if you can, try, if you have the real honey though, honey is still sweet, but it's better, a bit better than sugar. But if you have to use sugar for your gari, don't use a lot. If you used to use 3, cut down to 2. If you used to use 2, cut down to 1. And your taste bud, Kathy, will get used to it. I tell you what, something. When we are in Scotland, obviously we came from Nigeria to Scotland, so I was used to having sugar in everything. But when I now, Daddy and I called ourselves meeting and said, look, this sugar has no health value apart from being sweet. We cut out sugar completely. Do you know that if somebody makes their own tea, they've added sugar and they stir their own tea, they use the same spoon to stir my own tea, I will taste that little sugar there and I won't like that tea. That is how bad my taste, or how good my taste bud got used to not having sugar. So when people say, oh, I can't live without this, I can't do this, you can. Train yourself and your body will be used to that. If you don't take sugar or you stop taking sugar, each time anybody puts sugar in something, you're like, oh, that's how you feel. Oh my God, what is that? It's sugar that you normally love, but you're not, because your taste bud is now used to not having it. Anytime you have it, you detest it. So that's how, just like any other thing, just like sin. People are sinning everywhere. They go and meet other women, go to other people's wives, other people's husbands. And then they think, when you detest it, you're like, oh, I can't do that. That's somebody's wife. Oh, that's somebody. That's how it is with anything. Oh my God, there's sugar in this now. I can't have it. Because your taste bud is used to not having sugar. Give it a go. As I said, don't stop immediately. If you're taking 3, cut down to 2. If you're taking 2, cut down to 1. And from 1 to half, from half to nothing. And your body will be like, whoa, this is a new me. I love this. Because cancer loves sugar. A lot of people are walking around with cancer. We all of us have cancer cells in us. Yes. As soon as you're a human being and you're eating, you're breathing air, you're breathing things, we all have cancer cells. But it's how we nurture it, how we feed it is what matters. And when you love sugary things, cancer will be your friend, because cancer loves sugar. And sugar is not just what Kathy said, I like sugar in my gari. No, it's sugar in the rice we eat. It's sugar in the type of swallow. Do you know the best swallow is akpu? When I come to Nigeria again, I've told what's her name? B-Joy Special. I think she's the nearest to my village. When I come, I'll tell her in advance, for the few days you're going to be in the village, bring akpu, make homemade akpu for me. When we are growing up, we used to laugh people who eat akpu. When we're in boarding school, the day students will come, they'll be smelling. I'm like, oh God, why would you have to eat akpu this early morning before you come to school? We make fun of them that they eat akpu. Do you know that now, this is what I want to be eating when I get to Nigeria, because it's the healthiest swallow to have. If it's done properly, that is, you ferment it very well. I heard that now they don't even ferment, they can't even smell the akpu in akpu anymore. You have to be well fermented. Once it's well fermented, that's the best swallow to have. All this semovita, pounded yam, mbano, akpu is the deal. That's the main thing to swallow if you want to swallow, and make it properly. Make it yourself. Why would people go to market and be buying akpu? I see people do that to these young mothers. Why do you have to go and buy, and you are in Lagos or somewhere like that, and you're buying akpu from the shop? Who made that akpu and how was it made? Eh? They say this one is 500 naira, this one is 200 naira. Why? Why can't you make it yourself? There are things like I won't buy it from the market. If I get something like that, I will make it yourself. It's one of the best to have, but if you are buying it from somewhere, you don't know how it's made. Okay, that one, a vegetable smoothie. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is anything you put. Do you know what? Anything you put together and grind, it becomes smooth. Yes, if you know, yes, vegetable smoothie, of course, that's what it is. But if you want fruit, yeah, if you want fruit, you can combine fruit and vegetable and make it anything you put in your blender and blend becomes smoothie. Yeah, so it doesn't really right. We don't see good honey here. We hardly see a real aha. The last one Hobby bought is giving us running. Ah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Getting a good one. Getting a good one is the problem. Because you don't know what they've mixed. Just like some of them mix oil. They use a coloring to put in red oil. Oil will be red. You think it's a good oil. And even in Nigeria now, we thought that it's in abroad here that we get these fake things, but back home, you don't get fake red oil, fake honey, fake this and fake that. Even this watermelon, the red watermelon, they say that they inject it into something and you see it all red. You think it's good. So you have to be careful. Yeah. Honey, you have to get the real one. Chai. Yes, Kathy is in Lagos. Yeah. Who is asking whether you're in Lagos? Larisha, Kathy was in our get together last when I came last time. Now Kathy was there. It's not that long ago now. It's only 2 years ago. Kathy, did you remember Larisha that day as well? Because she's asking whether you live in Lagos. Both of you were in our Lagos get together. Yeah. I feel like planning something like that again. I don't know. We'll chat and see if it will be possible, even if it's only 6 or 4, even if it's only smaller. I don't know. What did that? Okay, Kathy, let me know if you will be needing the original honey. My vendor can deliver. Yes, please. You see, chatting is good. We'll talk about it now. And the Laurentia, yeah, original. Even if it's a little bit more expensive, it's better. And you know that you're having the real thing. Wow. Kathy, did you say you buy a loy loy? That's what people call it, isn't it? I used to buy a mommy. Don't have big motor here. You don't have. Because yeah. Okay. For example, if you have to buy it, do you know the source? Because some people have good customers. They have no people who do things. If you don't have big motor and you really want to eat it, do you have somebody? Because I have my sister-in-law in Lagos. She knows people. In fact, there's this onubu that she bought for me. This onubu, it's not a Lagos onubu at all. Real Anambra onubu, and it was bought from Lagos because she knows the person that does it personally. And when you have that kind of relationship, you can get it from the right source, the person that did it properly. Because Agbo, as I say, is healthy. It's better than pounded yam, better than semovita, it's better than whatever else people mix up to swallow. Obviously, the healthiest one is, Quaker oats. If you can blend it and use it as oats, swallow. That is the best. But Akpu is next. And Akpu will I have anytime I come to Nigeria. But I won't have it outside. It has to be homemade. Brought, I know who made it. I won't go out and buy it. Lorenza, did you hear that? She said that she's small. She's so so you did not notice her that day. She gave me a gift. Remember, she gave me slippers. She gave me what else you give me? Yeah, you forgot. You forgot Kathy. Kathy so but she was there that day. I still have the pictures we snapped together, and Lorenza is there. Exactly. Yeah, it's even in I did a video as well. I think the thumbnail had all our pictures there, I think. Yes, I know the source. The woman is good and clean. Okay. If you know the source, and it's not obviously something you do all the time, then that's not so bad. I stay on the mainland. This, okay. Yeah. Need to know each other and be able to help each other get these things, get the real thing. Because sometimes, okay, let me drop the link now. I think, Abdul, are you still there? Let Abdul come and give us his own lecture so that we can continue. Because I'm sure maybe he's fed up with me now and he's gone. Let's see. You people are talking something else when I prepare something to discuss here. Eh? Oh, you're here. Fantastic. We are ready for you. Before we continue, I think I can remember. I still, yeah, I can remember. Yeah, I'm going to chat to people on WhatsApp and see what you people think. It'd be nice to see you all again, no matter how brief. We can meet up again. So, the floor is open for you, Abdul. Today's discussion is just healthy eating, because healthy eating, less sugar, will drive cancer away, because cancer loves sugar. Once you cut down on, and sugar is not just putting sugar in your gari or putting sugar in your tea. No, sugar, anything that is carbohydrate turns to sugar. And that is what people fail to understand. They say, oh, I don't take sugar. Oh, I don't do this. However, some of the food we take that are high in carbohydrate. Okay, Abdul is here. Some of the food we take that are high in carbohydrate turns to sugar. That's what we have to always have that at the back of our mind. So whether you have sugar or not, how about your food? How much carbohydrate are you having? Abdul, I'll give you just hold on a minute, okay? How much carbohydrate are you
Okay,
eating?
mommy.
Yeah, okay, because it will turn to sugar eventually. So that is what you have to be looking at. What are we eating? And all this take away. People, I know that Nigeria is hot. People like to have ice cream. I see people always, almost every time, they're having ice cream, not just to their children, but them themselves. They're having ice cream. Ice cream is nothing but colored sugar. That's what ice cream is. So be careful with those things, because all those things are sugar. You're feeding your system with all these things, and they can start building. Cancer does not happen in a day. That's why when I see people who are very overweight and they want to use injection to lose weight, I'm like, maybe you're 40. You've added this weight since you are born. So why do you think you lose it in 2 months using injection? It's it's not good. So let's hear Abdul, and then we can continue. Abdul,
Hi,
let's talk.
mommy. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. So today, as I see from our beautiful mommy that I've met so far on this YouTube, so I saw today's an interesting topic from her, which I guide her to talk about it because we know that cancer is a big disease, and we don't know the symptoms of each type of cancer. But let's start immediately today to talk about the high rates of cancer and general wellness. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is Abdurrahman. Today, I want to talk about something very important, the increasing number of cancer and cases, and we all need know about it. Cancer is a serious disease, and it's affecting more and more people every year. That's why it is very important to learn how to prevent it and detect it early. What is cancer? Cancer happens when the cells in our body start to grow uncontrollably. Normal cells grow, divide, and die in a healthy way. But in cancer, this process goes wrong. These unborn cells can form lupus called tumors, and sometimes they spread to other parts of the body. There are many types of cancer like breast cancer, lung cancer, liver cancer, and skin cancer. Early detection is very important because it makes treatment easier and increase the chance of survival. Why cancer is increasing? There are several reasons why more people are getting cancer today. Number one, unhealthy lifestyle. Eating too much fast food, sugar, and unhealthy snacks, not exercising, smoking, and drinking alcohol increase the risk of cancer. Number two, environment, pollution, harmful chemicals, and too much sun exposure can cause cancer. Number three, family history. Some people have a high chance of getting cancer because of their family genes, which is from the mother side or the father side. Number four, aging. Cancer is more common in older people, and since people are living longer now, more cases are being found. Why awareness is important? Being aware about cancer is very important. Awareness helps people know the risk of cancer, detect cancer really when it's easier to treat, encourage healthy habits like eating well, exercising, and going for checkups. And the most important thing, guys, as my age as 17 years old, I love to do checkup to take check every time. Every week I go to the hospital to check. So I'm advising everyone, mothers, parents, go to take checkups for your children. It will be so helpful so you can know what had happened to your children. So, and even let me tell you, mommy, something in my country, which is UAE. Even do you know that even in my country, as me as 17 years old, even people are afraid to do tests because oh, why did I have this? So in
Okay,
my country,
Abdul, they say that
yeah,
can you raise your voice? Can you raise your voice a little bit and probably speak slower and raise your voice
okay.
a bit? Yes.
Mm, okay,
Okay.
I was saying that everyone, mothers, daughters, family, please, please, as an advice from an age that like I'll be in 18 very soon on next year, please take a checkups. It's really important. Cancer, we know it's a big disease, and it's like how to say it is big wahala. Like it was a big wahala. It's big wahala. We don't know how. Like if someone had it, will he will be recovered? I don't know. Yes, I saw many of social media sharing their own experience, sharing that they have cancer. But what we can say that cancer, like how we say, either we live or we die. And we can say that life is too short. We don't know how much years will stay. But what we can say that do checkups, do exercise, enjoy to your loved ones, and also the most important thing, no matter what is your age, do checkup. Don't afraid. I'm one of the guys. Yes, yeah, let me tell my experience. When I told mommy last time that I will do checkups and have Friday live stream, I told her I didn't told her like, oh mommy, I will go. I told her from my heart to actually encourage people. And yesterday we were speaking on cancer. She did a bit about it, but it's really good. Okay.
Sorry, everyone. I have to mute myself. Have you
Oh yes,
finished?
mommy.
Have
Mhm.
you finished? Have you finished?
Yes, so what I would say that mothers, daughters, family do checkups and really what will happen to you. It's this a test from the God. And we don't know still many people around the countries are worried about it. Yes, and we don't know. So I encourage parents, mothers, everyone do tests and no worry. Even if you have a cancer, I know that this is a test from God. We'll see how much we can be patient. And thank you, mommy. And I'm looking forward to see more videos about it because really, as I said previously, cancer is a big disease. And we don't know till now what is like how to recover from it. Like for example, flu, we have medicine for that. Blood sugar, we can reduce it, but cancer, still many countries are not finding the treatment how they can get it and finish. So I hope that everyone to take serious, take care of yourself, and remember, life is too short. Remember to do checkups, and that's. Thank you, Mama. Dalu no kuma. I will be staying in the background, and thank you, Mommy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
everyone. I have to mute and take my camera off because let's even talk about this my cough. But before then, thank you so much, Abdul, for all the things you. This is just something that we have to be talking about all the time. There are various types of cancer. There are very sometimes you just wonder. Yes, there are some types that you know direct cause, but most of the time we don't know the cause. But before I continue, I've just cough. See my drink here. I noticed this for a few months now. Sometimes when I'm talking, this cough will come. I don't know what it is. And until I cough for and drink, it won't stop. So 2 weeks ago, Daddy said that this thing is getting too much. Let's go and see the doctor. You know, here in the UK, their health service is not what it used to be. Thank you, Laurentia. It's not used to be what it used to be, the healthcare here. So he said we should go privately. So we have to go privately to see the ear, nose, and throat consultant 2 weeks ago. We paid because we were supposed to see them privately, maybe 10 minutes appointments. You're going to pay, I think we paid £250 just to consult with him. And then if he needs to do any investigation, that's extra money. So he had, he did the basic investigation. He put something in my nose and went down. Oh God, it was very uncomfortable. He checked my ears and everything. He said everything was perfectly fine. My throat down, what he could see, everything was perfect. I said to him, why then do I, from time to time, have this, I have to clear my voice, I have to drink and stuff like that. He just said that maybe it's just something I'm used to, that I should try and ignore it. I said, ignore. I've tried, the more I try to ignore it, the more it will come, cough until I cough, and then have a drink. It won't stop. So the man said that, as far as then he said to me, do you know what? Why I say we should go is to make sure that there's nothing there that is unusual. So the man said, nothing to worry about, that your throat, your nose, your ears, everything, I've looked down, everything is perfectly okay. And I said, but tell me why I'm having this cough. It can be embarrassing. Sometimes, you know, I work from home and I speak to my clients over the phone, and I do, sometimes I speak to them depending on their issues. I speak to them for anything between 20 minutes to 1 hour at a time. So I always, sometimes I forget to have a drink beside me. So as I'm talking to them, I can be sipping my warm water. But sometimes I forget. And in the middle of that discussion, I have to, when the cough starts, I have to say to them, I'm sorry, can you hold on? Then I'll have to go and have a drink. And they will say, oh, it's okay. And some of them will say, yeah, that happens to me sometimes. I'm like, you have no idea. No, wow, that's a huge money. Yeah, it's just to consult them, £250 we paid, yeah. And it didn't take us more than 20 minutes there. Yeah, but I think it took 20 minutes or 25 minutes because he has to get an instrument and look down my throat. Otherwise, it can be 10 minutes chat and you're paying that amount of money to go private here. We have NHS, which is free because we all pay. Since I came into this country, I've worked and we have contributed NI. They call it NI, National Insurance. Every month, when they take out this tax, they take out NI. I've paid that for the 30-something years I've been in this country because I've worked well, I only spent maybe a few months without working. Otherwise, I've always worked here in the UK. When the children were younger, I only did very part-time, but I've always worked. And those contributions are to help with NHS, because you can go to NHS hospital if you're unwell. If you spend 3 months in hospital, all the treatments they give you, everything is free. All the medications they give you in hospital, the drip, everything, you don't pay a dime. That is NHS here in the UK. And that was fantastic when we came initially. What did Kathy say? Just like the cough I have been having recently, and mine comes especially at night, and it's that's even worse, that night one. This my own, sometimes early in the morning to wake me up. Cough. Like, you know, some days it's worse, some days it's better, but my thing is that they say that it's nothing. So, and then they gave me Gaviscon, they gave me this, I've been doing that, nothing is happening. My prof sister in Nigeria told me about mustard seed because sometimes when I'm talking to her, she could notice. So she said I should try mustard seed. You know, I love anything natural. So I ordered organic mustard seed from Amazon. It came yesterday. So I looked at the label. It said we should crush some, then boil it and drink it. You might want to add ginger or whatever and drink it. I did it yesterday, drank it. Says you drink it twice a day. I did it morning and evening. I haven't done it today though. I'll probably do it this evening now when I finish the live stream. Anything natural, I'll do. I'm not the one that jumps into medications. I don't take medication, even common paracetamol, because by God's grace, sometimes I don't even know what people, when people say they have headache, I don't know what headache means. I don't have headaches. You know, even I'm going through the menopause, late menopause, because most people my age group have finished their menopause, but I'm still, because I started mine late, so I'm still going through menopause. Some people will say that their menopause causes them to have headaches. I don't take paracetamol. I don't take any medication. You know, so when it comes to anything to do with medication, I really have to be sure. But of course, if I'm diagnosed with any health condition, most people have high blood pressure. My blood pressure is so low. Most people have high blood sugar, diabetes. Mine is, there was a time they told me it's pre-diabetes. I'm like, pre-guinea. So I ran for my life and changed a lot. So when you see me, what I say, I preach is what I do. They say pray. I'm like, pray, Guinea. Diabetes is a horrible condition to have. I've always said it. That's all you're not to. It's worse than cancer. Because sometimes if you have cancer and it's cancer of this breast, for example, and they catch it early, they can do mastectomy, remove that breast. They can now do chemotherapy or radiotherapy or whatever they've got to do, remove the lymph node, you're fine. Yeah. But when it comes to diabetes, yeah, if it's not well controlled, unless you're very intentional, it can be out of control because you want to eat rice now. You want to eat fried plantain. You want to eat all those things. So most people find it difficult to control their diabetes. So if you don't control it, it starts attacking your sight. It starts attacking your feet. You can put your feet on fire without knowing that you put your feet on fire. It starts attacking your internal organs. It starts attacking your, sometimes it can lead to gangrene, and that means you have amputation. They cut your leg off. Diabetes is a monster that nobody should have. So when we talk about cancer, we also think about diabetes because it's also an increase. And sometimes they even go hand in hand. Some people will have this and they say, oh, they also have this. God's own daughter. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. I do my best. Nobody believes it that you say, you're almost in your mid-60s and you're not on any medication, you're not diagnosed with any health condition. That one I say yes, so I will say yes, thank God. At the same time, I also thank myself because I'm doing my own bit. I have to take the accolade as well. It's not God did not come down from heaven to tell me to do this, not to do this, not to do that. So what I preach is what I do. And it has helped me and it's helping me. So I have to keep talking about it. If anybody wants to learn, let them learn. If they don't want to, let them wait and say, oh, because she's old. She's who is old? Because she's older. Maybe that's why she's saying this. I did not start living the way I'm living now. I may say that when my children were growing up, I didn't have much time to be so intentional. But I did not start this type of living now. I've been living this kind of life for a long time. And I've said it before several times that when I had my big 5-0 birthday, nearly 15 years ago, when I had my big 50 birthday, I feel better now than then. By that time, my knees, I can feel a little bit of pain in my knees, but now I can jump up and down. My next health video coming, the first 2 minutes is where I'm at the back garden doing exercise, and then I sat down and I talked about something because somebody asked me a question about exercise. That's why I had to do that. I went for a walk for an hour, came back, do the 2 minutes exercise, and then sat down and did that video. I think it's coming this coming week or so. So I do my best. And that's all we can do. Just do your best and leave the rest. But stop this thing of it's not my portion. Stop it. Do your bit. Do the possible and leave the impossible with God. And so I take the accolade or people will say to me, oh, and say, no, it's God though. Is it God that comes down to give me my intermittent fasting food? Is it not me doing it? I just saw me jumping up and down on that short video. Yes, I did a short. That short generated interest about 1 point something views now. They'll be saying, this older woman jumping. Let's see what she's doing. So it got quite a lot of views. And yeah, I just do these things because my body is light. I feel free. I'm not slim, and I've always said it, if you know me very well, I've always said my aim is not to be slim. Slim is not the answer. 1.5. When others are registering 200, 196, 340, this one is 1.5. People want to see this woman who is jumping, Yeah. So my aim is not for slimness. I'm not too fat. Well, I love to use the word fat. I'm not too overweight, and I'm not slim. I'm in the middle, and I love it because being slim does not fit me. I've said it before. It doesn't suit me, and I stand in the mirror and I talk to myself. I talk to myself a lot in the mirror. So I stand in the mirror and I know that if I'm very slim, it doesn't suit me. And I've told you the story about a few years ago when when I come to Nigeria, I let go and I eat all those traditional food. I just don't even think about anything. When I visit, I just eat. And when I come back in January, I'll go back to plan. That's how I plan myself. So that year, I prepared myself to come to, I lost weight, waiting to go back and just enjoy myself. As soon as we arrived, one of the people from my husband's side that knows me very well, they saw me and they're like very upset. I said, what is it? This one, you're looking like this now. They thought I was unwell. Hey! I said, if you know how hard I work to look like this. Excuse me. Sorry, let me put the sound down. Yeah, see what I mean? That cough just came. Thank you. You have a very nice shape. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, my lovely people. You people are making me really, really feel good. Thank you. No, mommy. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my lovely people. Chai, we have we're going to do 2 hours, so we have about 20 minutes now to go. So we'll talk more and then thank you so much. So I can go and make the suya. Can't wait to Kathy and Laurentia Akbere. They're only going to see it on my shorts. I'm going to cut the onions as well. I'm going to just dress it the way we're going to eat it. And I'll do the shots so people can just see. And you'll be swallowing saliva. And that's all you get. That's not nice now. And that is not me. That is not me at all. I love to share things with people. I love to share. So, but you're going to sit on the shot. Don't worry. Don't worry. Eventually, just be praying that Nigeria will be good. If Nigeria is good, they change things in Nigeria. The plan I have for when I retire, which won't be too long now, is to come and be spending some time in Nigeria. It may even be in Lagos where people are. And me and you people, people will be wondering, who is it? Is she their mom? You people will say yes, she's our mom. Do we not look like her? They will look at you people and they will look at me and say, sometimes maybe you people look at your daddy and say, yeah, they look at their dad. We gonna do mama and children, eh? When I come, people haven't seen anything. I love people around me. And I'm so glad that even though I don't have biological daughters, I have loads of few. That when I come back to Nigeria, I won't have any issue. I'll come here today. We'll meet there today. We'll do this. People make me to feel young. So I can just mingle with you. If people want us to dance, hey, we go to dance now. Which move do we need to? That one, that way. People will teach me the new moves and we do it like this. And we do it like that. Ha! I didn't know that Kathy can dance. So I thought it's only Laurentia that can dance. And I saw Kathy in one of her shorts. I'm like, hey, is that Kathy? I was looking at her shorts. She was just giving this move. She was just doing it like that. I'm like, eh? When you see her quiet, you think she's quiet. It wasn't her, one of her shorts. She was giving these moves. Eh? So when I come, we go the Buga, they go together. They'll be wondering, who is this woman? People who haven't seen anything, don't worry. This family I found on YouTube. That's why I'm still here. Is it the idea that since May or June this year, I haven't seen this shit from YouTube? Is that why I'm still here? People. I'm not here for things like that. So God, pray that Nigeria will be good. I love Nigeria. I was watching Fantastic Favor and Ozzy Tochi. They all went home after 11 years, after 10 years. They have not gone home for 11 years for Fantastic Favor and 10 years for Ozzy Tochi. Come and see the fun they were having. And people will be here saying, Ranga with your children. When you go there, lock them up. But they went with their children. Come and see these children interacting with their cousins and everything, jumping, and they were eating ube and oka. They were doing this. You won't even know. That is how I want to enjoy Nigeria. But people abroad will tell you, hey, where are you going? Then when they now see you, how you are enjoying where you go, they'll be like, so it's not that bad. I know there are obviously security issues, there's problems there, but I just want things to settle. I love to come to Nigeria and vibe and enjoy my country. Your co-wife, honestly, with swagger. Yes, so I trust you now. Hey, don't worry. God go keep all of us alive, because we're not more talking about Laurentia. We're not talking about that anymore. So God will keep all of us alive, and they just come. Whatever people are doing, they do together. They'll be wondering, who is this woman? We found family in your family too. You're making me feel like a baby. Yes, no. Honestly, because sometimes people wonder, this YouTube. When I started initially, people thought that I'll go there, and before I know it, I will stop, because they know that I came here just to, and they thought that and they still see me. They're still on YouTube. I'm like, you see. How can somebody have family like this and want to live? Live for what now? So now I love all of you. Yeah. So by God's grace, things will be good, and we are going to be coming more, and then I'll have people who can lead me. You will tell me the best way. I remember the last get together we had when I was about to go. Was it the Banigos, Princess Media? She saw my handbag. My handbag was wide open. I said, what is this? I said, I don't close my handbag. She said, you have to start closing it. So she just zipped it for me. And then they went out. They waited for the Uberman to come. The Uberman came. They took the picture of the plate. I'm like, why? So if you don't have anything, when you get to where you're going, let us know. Message that we have gone there. I'm like, hey, you see? That was her and Annie. Annie's inside. Annie is now with her husband in abroad. Two of them waited for me until this Uberman left. They took the picture and everything. I left before they now go. So, well, I have people. So when I come to Nigeria, it's like not just your biological, but my biological children are going to be that here. So when I come, I have the other set of my children in Nigeria. So I'm safe, and I look forward to. If I tell Laurentia today what I want is asun, because people know how I love Anuewu. Laurentia, what I want today is asun. Laurentia will go and do and bring for me. If I tell Kathy, do you know how to make abacha? The abacha with not the dry, make it saucy type of abacha. Kathy will do it for me and bring whatever. So what is it that I will? So what is this life? Why are we not going to mingle and enjoy each other? Why do we have to place ourselves there and place others here when God has made us all one? Why? Yes, that the security. Yes, I can see. Because in my head, I wasn't even thinking where I am. They said to me, "No, lock your bag." You may even think that you're holding your bag, and somebody will move something from that open bag. I'm like, "Hey!" They have to. In fact, she locked it for me. The bunny goes, she locked the bag for me. She said, "No, let me fetch it." You don't do that. You see. So you have people that look at genuine people, genuine family, genuine people I've met on YouTube. That's when I'm with you, and you guide me, you tell me do this, do it that way, and that is what life is all about, you know. So thank you so much, everyone, and Annie's number, yeah, Annie. She married exactly a year ago. She married in September last year. And she was waiting because it takes time to join her husband. So she married in September last year, and she joined her husband either July or August. She's in Austria. Yes, there's videos in her channel. She's in Austria now. So she's not, and she was the one that arranged the other get together. She found that lovely place we use. Yeah, she's no more in Nigeria. She's in Austria now. Yeah, she's outside now. Yes, yes. She's enjoying her marriage. So, yeah, abroad is all well and good, but to be quite honest with you, if people are stable in Nigeria, in her own case, her husband is in Austria, she has to go. But for people whose husband and wife are in Nigeria and they just want to jackpot because of the problem, think twice. I've always said that. I'm not saying it because I'm here. Think twice. It's okay for me. I've lived here more than I lived in Nigeria. So if very comfortable is the word to use, I would say that I'm very comfortable. But it's not the same for anybody who is coming now. Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, beautiful, and yes, people coming now, it's a struggle. But for those of us who have been here for donkey years, it's not too bad. Even though, as I was saying, I was saying something about health service here. You don't pay a dime, you just go into hospital and they will treat you. But now, to get into NHS is a long queue. So lots of people, if they have the money, are going private, at least to investigate, know what is wrong with them. People are going private. But the only time NHS here will take you serious is when it's something cardiac. Maybe you think, oh, I'm having a heart attack, or you're having something serious pain. You call the ambulance 999, and within minutes they're here. They are there, not here. They are there, and they will take the person to hospital. So when it comes to emergencies like that, even if you're a mad person on the street that don't have any home, and somebody say that you're having a heart attack and they call ambulance will come and pick that mad person or that homeless person and take them to hospital, and the person will be treated free of charge. And you can go back to where you belong after that. They take life seriously. Unlike back home, that girl, that journalist that came from the UK to Nigeria, 29-year-old, that she was still alive at the time she was taken to hospital, and they're talking about money, deposit. Deposit for what? When you are going to take care of somebody's health first, and the money will come. Even if the person don't have the money, there must be people that can rally around. And maybe she came from UK to Nigeria, so I don't think that she will not be able to pay if she was treated and then told this is the amount of money your treatment cost. But they did not, and that girl passed away. So sad. So these are the things that puts me off, coming to Nigeria for good for now, this health service and so on. There are good ones there. Oh. After all, we've come to Nigeria for investigation. When I came to that hospital, it's called Urecare Hospital in Victoria Island. You wouldn't know that that is Nigerian hospital. You will not know. I'm like, seriously? Is this Nigeria? In Victoria Island. It's called Urecare. Go there and see for yourself. You enter there, you won't know that you're in Nigeria. But how many people in Nigeria can afford it? One of the investigations cost 1.1 million. Some of them 850, 200. The way they were telling you 250, 850, or it's 1 million, is it? You think they're just talking about small change. So it's expensive, it's there. Everything is in Nigeria. But how many people can afford it? Exactly. Exactly. That's what I just said now. How many people? And Laurentia, the people that attend that hospital are people that are actually from abroad, or that there are people in abroad sent there and they pay from abroad. Those are the people that are there. How many people, as you say, can afford it? Very, very. How many? Somebody is being paid 50,000 a month, and you want them to go to a hospital where you pay for one investigation 1 million or 850,000. How? So how many people can afford it? It's the big question. But as for everything or most things being in Nigeria, yes. But I don't know. I'm just praying and hoping that one day all these things will change, so we can have Nigeria the way it was before I left Nigeria in the 80s. Things were so good. I didn't know about pure water before I left Nigeria. I didn't know about that. We have pump, open tap, clear water. That was how things were. But everything changed. You can see that healthcare in Nigeria, yet only those in abroad can afford it. Does it help us? Exactly. It's only those in abroad. We go there, honestly, that hospital, you just see them. They are all from abroad. So what is the point? What is the point? So you open it for money making for people outside the country, not for people who are there, who needs it. Yes, that's my prayer too, Kathy. I pray that Nigeria will be better one day. I miss Nigeria. I love the country so much. People think that because I've lived in the UK more than I've lived in Nigeria, that I'll be rubbishing Nigeria. I will not want to hear anything about Nigeria, but it's the other way around. It's the opposite. I love it. And we're praying that eventually things will be better. But whatever you can for you people there and for anyone, anywhere you are, for while we have our lives, please just do your best. I say to my siblings back home, those of them who are still in Nigeria, I have 2 of them in America, and I still have some in Nigeria. So I beg them, I say, please, whatever you do, then don't end up in one of those hospitals. The nurses do what they like, doctors do what they like, because they think they are God. Say to them, please eat healthily, look after your health, avoid those hospitals. That's what I said to my siblings. If I narrate our experience with Lagos, okay, I didn't even read that before I say what I just said. You see? In all hospitals, really. Hold on. I don't know why they do that. You know, as a young mother, before I left Nigeria, because I already done my midwifery before I had my first son in Nigeria. I already did my midwifery. So I was a kind nurse and midwife. I will not I went into nursing because of the passion, not because of money. There was no money. At a point, those days, they won't pay us for 6 months and we're still going to work. So I didn't go into nursing I just went because of passion. So I've already done my nursing and midwifery. So when I was doing my midwifery in Nigeria, those pregnant women, the way I treat them is so different because I remembered how it was for me with my first child. But I only practiced midwifery very, very short period, and I left Nigeria. And when I came to the UK, I stick with nursing. I did not go into midwifery. But the 3 children I had here in the UK, I can see the big difference between them and the one I had in Nigeria. Those midwives that delivered me, when I had the children here, because they are all normal, whatever normal is, but they're all normal delivery. In labor, you see these young girls, they're not married, these midwives here in the UK, that when I had my children, this one will tell you to put your leg at my back. This one will say, put your leg near this, on their bodies. They're asking me where to put my leg, and that I should just put my leg on their back of their business and push. I'm like, no. I said, just do it. It will help you to stabilize. We're going to stabilize when you're pushing. I'm like, and I did, though. And these girls took it. They didn't. The way they were talking to you, oh, sweetheart, oh, honey, do this, do that, it's okay. In Nigeria, they will be asking you, are they the one that impregnated you? Are they this? Shut up. I heard all that when I was doing midwifery. How some of these older women who are midwives, how they were treating young girls in labor. That's not that very inhumane. But when I had them here, the way they will talk to you, they will ask you to, they'll even ask you to place your leg on their body, even if you mistakenly push them or match them. They say, it's okay, honey, it's okay, don't worry. Oh, too much. Don't know what it is. And some of them come to this country, they come with that attitude. That's why they have problems where they work. Very bad attitude. No, Nigerian nurses, no. Now, wow. And all of them, Nachisoba. Yeah, I can see that. Why? Why did you even go into nursing in the first place? If it's not something that you love to do. Terrible. I don't like it at all. When I left nursing because of my children. I needed Monday to Friday job. I don't want to be working Christmas. I don't want to be working New Year. I don't want to be working public holiday. That's the only reason why I left Bedside Nursing. But I was a good nurse because I went there because I want to help people. But not anymore. People just go because of the money. The money is not, even with the money, they're still not happy. They're still behaving. Which one they make you laugh? Tell me. No, says she's in the background. She says she's laughing out loud. You're talking about if I knew that AA was listening, I wouldn't talk. I would be saying that Nigeria is so good. Anything bad about Nigeria, I won't say it to you. I didn't know that AA. I forgot that AA is in the background. I won't say anything bad about Nigeria. Nigeria is so perfect, so good. So I can attract her home so we can meet in Nigeria. I didn't know she's listening. He says she's laughing out loud here. Oh my God, honestly. Niger midwives. Okay, that's what they're laughing. That's what I'm telling you. When you are doing it, you don't know. How can you be talking to a woman like this in labor? Nigerian midwives are something else. Nurses, all of them. I don't know who they think they are. One that told me I'm 4 cm, not up to 1 hour. I delivered donor, and she was still wearing gloves. I'm glad my daughter didn't fall off from the see. Nonchalant attitude. During our last visit, not this last one, the other one of our visits, we went to a hospital in Owerri to see somebody in daylight, not night duty, daylight. The nurse in charge was in front of the desk, sleeping, with her head down, sleeping. When we came, there were about 4 of us. We stood there and we said, excuse me, hello. And she just got up and clean her eyes and like, yeah, how can I help you? Say, look at this one. How can you help me? In broad daylight, you're sleeping when there are patients to be looked after. You're asking me, how can you help me? What kind of thing is this? Why are these things allowed? Even on night duty here. Try it now. Try sleeping on night duty. I heard that in Nigeria, on night duty, your relative, in those days, they call it onion nete, meaning your relative will be the one giving you bedpan, doing anything for you in the night. The nurses are there to sleep. What kind of thing is that? That one, that day I felt like making a little bit of noise, telling her that I'm going to, report this to their head. Who is the head? The head will be like, this woman, where are you from? Go, leave us alone. Because so how are you going to report that kind of person? Just let her, tell her we come to see so and so, and then when they did what we've got to do and left, sleeping in the afternoon. She's supposed to be in charge of the ward. So tell me how patients are safe in that kind of environment. Tell me, you leave your in charge of that kind of person? Afternoon, no, not even if it's night duty, it's bad enough, but afternoon. What are you sleeping for? Is that what you're paid to do? You cuckoo to say it doesn't like Nigeria, and they're rubbish. Yeah, so she doesn't. So she doesn't. So anytime you say anything about Nigeria that is bad, it's like she's even scaring her more. So I try to be a little bit positive. But her people tells her sister tells her about what's going on. So no, the rubbish is too much. The rubbish is too much, and there's nobody, who is going to even tell each other. Everybody in their only two ways are doing something to help themselves, to help their pockets and stuff like that. So, but anyway, our topic for today is about what we eat. The wave of cancer is in the increase. You see those things on the side, that side there, the green. Excuse me, aim for them more, eat the other things less. That's Nigerian nurses for you. Chai. To fear. That's why I'm begging you people now. Please look after. I know that things happen. For example, that's your sister. She had an accident. Is it an accident? Was it? She had an accident, didn't she? Or you had? I can't remember now what happened. But I think one of them was an accident. Yeah, before the hair. So something like an accident. That one. What can you do? But when it comes to health, that's something you can do. Start by looking after yourself. Try by looking at what you eat. Whatever you eat, feed yourself. That's what your body will receive. If you deny yourself for sugary things, your body will starve cancer cells and they will not like you. They will run away from you. But if you keep eating sugary things, lots of carbohydrates, things that they would like to have inside you. You start having. I didn't know there are some types of cancer I've heard recently, and like Chineke Kwena. You know the woman part now. The woman, and I don't want to use the word. The woman, there's cancer there. This woman was telling me how miserable it can be for her to be, for her, and she's married. That one is a different story altogether. That's not non-existent to do that one. I'm like, so cancer, it can go anywhere. She has cancer there. How are they even going to do that one? Are they going to do operation there? I didn't want to go into too much detail with her. So it can be anywhere. We hear about cervical cancer. That one, at least, they can remove the cervix. But that one there, under there, how? So it can happen anywhere, any part of the body. So if you keep feeding yourself with sugary things and unhealthy food, it will start forming one day, and it can choose anywhere it wants to form. That's why we've done a live stream here where we talked about bleaching skin. Skin cancer is on the increase as well. People are using all sorts of creams, and any skin is porous, so it penetrates. Anything you rub on your skin penetrates into your live stream, bloodstream, and anything can start happening from there. And the more you put these things, the more they go into your bloodstream. You don't know what they're doing there. So let us be careful. Let us do what we can and then leave the rest. Cancer is on the increase. What we feed ourselves can start feeding cancer cells. All of us have cancer cells in our bodies. It's just when how we how we treat those cancer cells. Are we starving them? Are we feeding them? That's what makes the difference. And it's no longer about age. It can be a younger person, it can be an older person. It's no longer by age. So on that note, I'm going to stop end the live stream. Thank you so much for those of you who have been here with me. I will chat you up, Laurentia, and then tell you what AA1 that say you should give to you. It's a super chat. If you want it as a super chat, if you want it as a equivalent, it's a small money. Want it as equivalent, that's fine. But yeah, sometimes I just throw in something like that just to make it entertaining as well. And Abdul, I think Abdul is gone. Abdul have come and given us his lecture and he's gone. And yeah, I must say Abdul can be a pain in the bum, but he is quite a young person with loads of zeal. Yeah, but sometimes he can be, I hope he's not in the background. Even if he is, I always tell him can be a pain in the bum. But when I look at his age, I let him off. And the fact that he's doing so well for his age, I think he's doing well. They just sometimes to know where to stop or draw the line is difficult for him, but I do understand. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for today. Oh, thank you for being here as well. Thank you. Thank you. And the AA, thank you. AA that will soon be going to Nigeria, and I will see her there and we'll go to chop local food together. I'll ask her people to make me gbegiri. Because that's when I go to Nigeria and have Yoruba friends. Yoruba friend, what I want is gbegiri. And for you Nigerians, I want goat meat asun, and I want proper abacha. I don't want any food. All I want is goat meat and abacha and gbegiri. Gbegiri soup, but I love it. That's only Yoruba soup I like. I don't like other ones. He needs the guidance. Yeah. So I love gbegiri so much. Oh, my Yoruba friend Duni used to make gbegiri. She's no more in the UK. She's gone to America. When she was here, she knows if I visit her, na gbegiri. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. I will still on Friday. What have I got on Friday? Nothing. So I'll still come out on Friday for us to chit chat, either health or family channel, whatever. I'll just come out and see if anybody will call me baby again. Hi, baby. That's when you see the Indians. When I do my Sunday live stream like this, you don't see any of them. But once I do my Friday live stream with my phone, impromptu, you see them. Sometimes you see 23. The next thing you see 9. The next thing you see 0. The next thing you see 5. I don't know how, is that AI generated or are they normal people? I don't know. Oh, Larisha, you were in there. Hi, baby. Yes. Kathy was there. AA was there. And then when Musisi was there as well. Yes. But they were in there when the person chatted me. It was only Abdul that was there actually. And incidentally, the person's name was also Abdul, whatever. And then after him, the right Abdul. And when I saw Abdul, I'm like, no way, it can't be Abdul saying this. So as soon as that person chatted, that Abdul came and was telling the person, oh, do you know who you're speaking to? Hi, baby. When I told her, the daddy was laughing so much. He said, yes, now. He said, why are you angry? No, daddy can be funny that way. Why are you angry? He said he saw a baby in front of the screen. He said, hi, baby. And that number is being generated, though. I do see it on my, yes. Honestly, that was like 33. The next thing, 19. The next thing, 7. The next thing, 2. I don't know how that generated, honestly. Hi. So they'll come there and just talk one rubbish or the other. I don't have patience for them. I just time them off for I time them out for the rest of their lives. So they don't come back. Some of them will come back with a different name. Where is Spice? So my dear Spice. In Igbo land, they say Spice ni ihe na-eje, meaning that she the how am I going to say it in English? You know, some there are things you can say in your language, you can say it in English. Spice there, she there as you know there, but she's there, she there, she there. We thank God, and yeah, that's all I can say. But she's fine, she's fine. You know, struggles of life, but yeah, she's okay. She's okay. Going through a lot. Thank you. That's it. When you say meaning the person is going through a lot, and it's not everything that you say out loud. Yeah. Yes. That's all we can say. Have her in your thoughts and your prayers and stuff like that. That's all I can say for now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it means. Yes. Yes. But she's one of those people. And she won't mind me saying this because I say that to her all the time. She's one of those people that you say somebody does not look like their problem. I don't know how she does it. Yes, she's one of those people. When we say you don't look like your problem, at all. And when she talks to you here, when she encourages you, you be like this girl, this lady. What? How? Yeah. Yeah. So have her in your thoughts, have her in your prayer. Anything that you're led in your heart to pray about, just do that. That's all I can say for now. We don't look like what we go through. Yes. Her own beat me. Her own, not looking like what she's going through, her own beat me. But yeah, she will still come here, she will laugh, she will chat and everything like that. So, but she's a strong woman. She's a strong woman. And God is with her, and she all will be well. All will be well. Okay, my lovely people, on that note, we have to end the live stream. Let us just be remembering each other. This is a family. I see you all as family. Anywhere I see you, your family. Anything, anywhere. I don't even know how else to explain it. You're just family, and I appreciate that so much, each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Coming out to support. Each time I'm on live stream, we chat, we touch various angles. But please, whatever you do, look after yourselves, okay? If you have family, look after your families. Take care. Things are happening. People are being diagnosed with horrible, disgusting things. And I wonder why? What is going on? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time and consistency. Oh, thank you so much. You all make me to come out. So thank you, all of you as well. Thank you for everything, and have a blessed week. And if you were able to catch me on Friday, I will see you on Friday. Otherwise, we'll see you next Sunday. I'm not sure. Maybe Family Channel. There's always something to talk about. Yeah. Thank you. Always, mommy. Thank you so much, each and every one. Our daddy will hear. I've told him that people are asking about him, that he can't afford not to be on the live stream on December. I think he's going to be on the 21st, Sunday the 21st. We're going to feature together for our wedding anniversary. Just to thank God. I like doing this wedding anniversary and everything, and I like celebrating my birthday every year as well. Just to thank God. Just to thank God. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for all of you. You've been here from the beginning and you're still here, and I do not take it for granted. Thank you. I appreciate and love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all. God bless your family. And whatever it is that you're looking for, we'll start looking for you, provided it's in God's will. Thank you, everyone. Bye, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.